All right, guys, once again, I made a company that I absolutely love. And I'll tell you a short story. When I started kayak fishing and bass fishing, I didn't know much about it. And I started buying stuff just because I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I needed to buy a crankbait. I needed to buy a spook. The first crankbait that I bought was from Livingston Lures. The first spook that I bought was from Livingston Lures. I had no idea their technology is very different from the beads and the one knockers and all those other types of crankbaits and moving baits. Their technology is completely different. And I noticed a difference with their spook and their square bills, which is the one I'm using, compared to other ones. I later found out they have a unique technology. And with me is Pete, and he's going to tell us about the technology behind Livingston Lures.
So the whole thing, I got involved with Livingston Lures, finding out about their EBS technology. All of their baits initially were more bass targeted, but I'm the muskie guy, right?
Yep.
Muskie and pike is normally what I concentrate on. I thought we really need to get that into these bigger lures because it just made sense to me, knowing that how much vibration and sound make difference with musky baits, especially topwater baits. There are certain sounds that would just get hit all the time, so I knew it had to be a big deal. So it's essentially biologically recorded fish sounds, distress signals from prey fish that are in every lure. In every lure, you can actually see somewhat in this clearer model, there is a battery and a speaker system in here, and it's intermittent sounds that come out. You'll have a pause, and then you'll have that distress sound from the bait fish. So every single bait has got that in it. My job with Livingston Lures is to a certain extent obviously take advantage of that, but it's strictly design. And my point is getting them to,
It's going, yeah, it's still going.
It's still going. I'm not very techie, by the way. No, leave it in. That's always the good stuff.
The blooper
right?
stuff, right?
Yeah, the blooper stuff is good. But it's all about getting the right actions as well, and then adding that electronic bait fish sound to it. The one thing that I can tell people is, besides your typical triggering that you can do with other lures, like if you see a fish coming or whatever, pulls and pause, just in general. Or going faster when you see fish coming in the case of a muskie. The CBS technology to me gives a whole different realm of things that you can do to trigger fish. And that essentially is just pauses, in a lot of cases, extended pauses. I've literally seen fish come up and hit these lures that have been killed for a matter of 10, 15, 20 seconds. They'll actually come up and grab the bait sitting still. So you know that's got to be a sound thing. And it's amazing to actually watch these fish react to it, and literally leaving a lure still in the water and watching them come in from quite a ways off. And they'll literally just sit there mesmerized sometimes as well, just looking at it. So it's a whole new aspect and something to really take advantage of with lures that already have tremendous actions and are going to get strikes from fish strictly by that. But this is an added weapon, essentially, with the EBS technology.
And that's the thing about it. Even if you have your favorite crankbait or, moving bait, it's nice to have something different. So a lot of times, you go to a high-pressure lake, everybody's throwing a square bill, right? The one knockers or whatever it is. Now you have something not everybody else throws out there. There's a unique sound, and not only a unique sound, but a sound that imitates the real biology of that lake instead of just a bead hitting plastic. And right. I think that makes a huge difference.
Oh, that's a big deal. Yeah, obviously sounds are sounds to a certain extent, but natural sounds are really important. Like with a musky line, you basically know if you buy a perch pattern bait, that's the sound that you're getting out of it. You buy a Cisco pattern bait, that's the sounds that's coming out of there. So it couldn't be more natural than that.
Yeah, and that's awesome because I forgot about that part. You can actually customize what sound depending on the forage on the particular lake that you're gonna fish. Maybe your honey hole they feed a lot. The bass feed a lot on shad, or they feed a lot on bluegill. So to be able to pick the sound specifically that you want your bait to do, I mean that's pretty awesome. Go check them out. Livingston Lures. I've used their shallow crankbaits, and I've used their spook with great success, and I love them. Go check them out.